Well, as you can see by my last few videos, as I've mentioned, I'm on a welfare system. It's been my experience that anytime that I do go out and find work, this government system wants me not working. And I do have a fear that even me broadcasting and letting the truth or the news of what's really going on with our systems, they'll probably cut me off and land me homeless. Because again, I can't just go out and work at any job. I kind of know a lot of jobs are really harmful, and if I do take just any type of employment, it will cause stress, which will increase the medical reasons why I'm on a long-term disability in the first place. Done a lot of healing, both physically, mentally, ready to go back to work. Not trying to use the government system as an excuse not to get to work. I'm trying to find roundabout ways of how to make something happen. It's called being really, really creative. Um, I've posting lots of videos, sharing lots of information that I know, and asking if anybody can or feels this is beneficial to you in any way to just support me. You support newspapers when you buy them. You know, you're buying the advertising on any news station that you watch. So in lots of ways, we are supporting people in what they need to do. The barter system, I think, is probably the cleanest way of putting value on your own personal energy. So bartering is like, I'm all for that. But we live in this economic system right now. Rent has to be paid. Don't really like Canadian taxpayers paying for my rent all the time. I'd rather be productive and produce something. So while I've asked for donations, apparently they're like on the disability that I'm on, I'm entitled to earn $500 a month. But I guess I can only earn that $500 a month in a specific way. So it's causing me more stress to find out all of the friggin' ways that I'm able to get off this system. Um, it does take more money than when you're making on a welfare system to actually get off a welfare system. Um, so you do have to sort of increase your income a little bit in order for you to jump completely off of it. I mean, I can get a donation one month and that might cut my system off, and then I'm like homeless the next month. So it's got to be something that's kind of regular on a regular basis. So anyways, um, if anybody is interested in supporting my channel, what I'm putting out there in the world is, by you supporting me, let's support somebody else out. I happen to be living with a daughter, and if anybody knows about being on a welfare system, that our children tend to fall into the welfare systems just because they're watching and learning what their parents are going through. I haven't been on the system all the time. I have gotten my education. I have worked in the workforce. I have set an example to be productive. I get up every day. I'm trying to set the example for her to learn from. Now, recently, as you'll see in some of my videos, that um, she was trusting in the world and had our rent money in her purse and went to visit some friends, and some of her friends stole her money. So all of our rent money was stolen. So she's kind of I knew something good was going to come out of it. Our rent is definitely paid for, so no worries there. But that whole experience has taught her that she doesn't want to be earning the limited amount of money that she's earning right now, and wanted to go back to school. So the money that was given to me, I have to give that money back because I can't receive it. But I am putting it out there, if it is accepting, that would you be interested in supporting somebody else? My daughter wants to go back to school. There's a registration fee. There are some expenses. I think by supporting me, if you support my daughter and some of the things she's doing, and me teaching her what to do with some of that support actually will end up supporting me, if that's acceptable to everybody. If this ends up encouraging or inspiring anybody else to donate and support my channel in a financial way, um, know that you'll be supporting more my daughter, and I'm going to be teaching her how to be a good investor. And when and if we can get to a limit that finances some of the projects that I want to do that will eventually earn me a living that gets off of this system, then I'm going to teach her how to invest in my businesses. Um, the concepts that I have would definitely get people back to work. It would be run as a nonprofit, which is part of the problem that I'm having in raising money. Is anybody that wants to donate to a nonprofit, anybody that puts any donations into something, they want to see a profit for it. Like in the initial stages of a nonprofit, I happen to really disagree with how nonprofits are being done right now. Um, it does have to be in a form that's limited, that once the goal, like nonprofits are, should be designed to solve a problem. So it's, this nonprofit is designed to be eliminated once the problems are solved. So it definitely has an end date, not a specific date, but there is a goal to eventually have this concept be obsolete. In the meantime, I don't see a problem with earning a living while you're working in a nonprofit, but you don't have to have an outrageous living. I'm not coming from a source of greed. I don't need to have the biggest and the best of everything. I would have more joy in my life helping other people out, which is the whole purpose of a nonprofit, is to help other people out. It is a water concept. It is a documentary that I want to produce that introduces a new way of perceiving reality that actually gets you what you want. What I have noticed in myself, and I'm noticing all of us are doing that, is we have these wish, wants, and desires, but we have a lot of blocks that are pushing what we want from actually being attracted. You can't just focus on the positive. You can't just be the love. You can't just meditate. You actually have to transform your blocks so that you can start attracting everything that you want to experience in your life. That's happening for me instantly. I'm in still process. Wanted to be doing some form of film and documentary. Guess what? Every day I make a film. It's attracted to me instantly, free. And it's getting me in the path of where I want to go. You kind of have to, like, it's a process. It's about having fun, starting something off and seeing what your blocks are. If you see during the day you're not getting what it is you want, then it's a matter of, okay, why is it I'm not getting it today? What is my block today? And what does my problem need, and how can I transform it? So you will always be on this process that guides you eventually to get to where you want to go. And with practice, it starts happening faster and faster and faster. Kind of notice that it is your belief systems. What you believe is what you end up creating. And when I ended up seeing magic happen, I seen the level of belief that I had inside me then, and there was absolutely zero doubt. And yet it was, the whole entire world thought it was impossible. And if I heard somebody saying some of the things I was saying, I'd think they're a little crazy too. But that's the level of belief you have to believe in, is that you don't care what everybody else thinks. You believe it without doubt. Now, for me, starting off this business, just like everybody else, I have all of these rules and beliefs that says it's not possible. And I'm working through all of those beliefs one at a time, and I'm starting to see that's not necessarily true, and I'm just, part of it is that don't make it a struggle. Enjoy what you're doing. So I do enjoy making these videos and spreading the information. To me, I think my rule is that you got to kind of know a little information before you can support something like this. And this is really, really different. This is like so far off your belief systems that it's hard to comprehend. So that's why I think YouTube is a good way of introducing it. So if anybody does want to support, that's my message for today. You'd be supporting my daughter and teaching my daughter how to improve her own personal life and be a good investor and help to support good ideas. So if everybody's in agreement with that, you do not have to pay to watch this channel. It is free. Peace out.